Good Thursday morning, boys and girls. This is lesson 4.5, and we're going to use subtraction to find an unknown addend. An addend are just numbers that we're going to add together. I can use a related subtraction fact to find an unknown addend. There's a lot of big words in there, so let's talk about those. Related. We've been talking about related facts this week. Related means we're just going to use the same numbers in an addition problem and those same numbers in a subtraction problem. Unknown means we don't know what it is in the problem. We have to figure that out. And again, addend is just numbers that we're adding together. So we're going to turn the page and we're going to start our lesson on page 130, and there is a kite at the top. So we want to start on the page with the kite. So let's look at our story. 7 kites are in the sky. Let's circle that number 7. The rest are on the ground. There are 11 kites altogether. So altogether we have 11 kites. We know that 7 are in the sky. It says how many are on the ground. And that's that unknown addend that we were talking about. We don't know this number, so we need to figure that out. And I'm going to use 2 colors to help me figure out the problem. So I know the number 7, and I know that there's 11 in all. So I'm going to use my red to draw the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to keep going with my yellow until I get to 11. So I had 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So when we look at this problem, here's my 7 that are in the sky, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are the unknown. These are the kites that are on the ground. So let's look at section B. Section B says, how can you subtract to solve the problem? Well, I know I had 11 in all. 11 was my big number, so I'm going to start with the number 11. I know that I had 7 that were up in the sky, so I'm going to subtract the 7. And now I can figure out the unknown because I had 7, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 11 minus 7 equals 4. And of course, I always want to check it on my number line. So I have the number 11. And if I take away 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I land on the number 4. So 11 minus 7 equals 4. So how can I use the subtraction facts to find the unknown addend? Well, if they're related, I'm going to use those same numbers, right? So I have the number 7, I have the number 11, and I need a number 4. So I'm going to put the number 4 right there. And I'm going to check it again with my number line. 7 plus 4, so 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 11. There are 4 kites on the ground. I can use subtraction to help me with addition. All right, so we're going to turn the page. When we turn it over, we see some owls. This is just extra practice. We're not going to be doing this one. So let's turn the page again till you find or till you see the penguin. We have a penguin in the water, and that is page 132. Again, we're going to use subtraction to find the unknown addend. So we're trying to figure out an unknown number in an addition problem. So number 2 says, 9 penguins walk on ice. I'm going to circle that number 9. The rest of them swim in the water. So I know my number 9, it's the ones in the water I'm not sure about. But I do know that there are 14 penguins in all. So we need to know this number. How many penguins swim in the water? So I'm going to use subtraction to help me. So I have the number 14. That's my big number. So I'm going to start with the number 14. And I know this addend, I know the number 9, so I'm going to take away the number 9. So now my subtraction problem is 14 minus 9 equals. So let's start with 14 and let's take away 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I land on the number 5. So I have the unknown is the number 5. So if I take that 5 and I'm going to plug it in to my addition problem, and now my addition problem says 9 plus 5 equals 14. So I'm going to check that. 9 plus 5, here's the 9 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I land on the number 14. Now again, let's notice our numbers that we used. We used the same 3 numbers. They're related, and that's why we call them related facts, because we're using the same numbers. So 14, 14, 9, 9, 5, and 5. They are related, and I could use subtraction to help me with addition. I can use addition to help me with subtraction. So let's fill in this last blank. There were 5 penguins swim in the water. All right, let's look at number 3. Number 3, we have the problem 8 plus something equals 12. So we want to figure out this number right here. So I have these 2 numbers that I can use. I have the big number 12. I'm going to start with it when I'm subtracting. I'm going to plug in that number 8. And if I subtract those 2 numbers, it's going to help me figure out this number. So 12 minus 8, here's my number 12 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I land on the number 4. So 12 minus 8 equals 4. And if I use related facts, that means I can put that number 4 right in here. And let's check our answer. 8 plus 4 equals 12. 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 does equal 12. And again, I make sure that I'm only using the numbers that are related to each other. The 4, the 8, the 12. Number 4 says 6 plus something equals 15. So I'm trying to figure out this number. So I'm going to take my number 15. It's my big number. It comes first when subtracting. And I'm going to subtract out the number 6 to find the unknown. So 15 minus 6. 15 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 9. So I'm going to put in the number 9 here and the number 9 here. If 15 minus 6 is 9, then 6 plus 9 equals 15. Let's check that out. 6 plus 9, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it is 15. Number 5, 8 plus something equals 11. So I'm going to take my big number 11 and start out the subtraction problem. I'm going to subtract out the number 8 because those are the only 2 numbers that I know. So the 11 and the 8. So 11 minus 8. 11 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equals 3. So I'm going to take that number 3 And I'm going to put it in here in this addition problem. It was my unknown number, but I'm going to check it. So 8 plus 3, 8 plus 1, 2, 3 equals 11. Are my numbers related? Yes, they are. I have the same numbers in my subtraction problem that are in my addition problem. All right, number 6. 7 plus something equals 14. So I need to figure out this number. So I'm going to take my number 14 and I'm going to subtract out the number 7. So 14 minus 7 equals 14 minus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I subtract out 7, I land on 7. So the number 7 was the unknown. So 7 plus 7, that's a double. 7 plus 7 equals 14. Let's check it. 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are my facts related? Yes, they are. I'm using the same numbers in both problems.